Thank you very much for joining us, coming back with us. We're talking about an incident that happened in just outside of Guildford some time ago, where the police were involved, and a lot of eyewitness accounts of an incident that happened. Now, the story sort of wraps up with these headlights being seen in the brush, and again the police go back and have a little bit more of a thorough search, and they find a car in the brush, and with the decomposed corpse of a lad in it.
Right.
And they found out that the lad had actually disappeared a year previous to it, and he disappeared, or he went on holiday with his mates, or to pick his mates up, on exactly a year to the day that people made those phone calls. They just thought he went missing because he never turned up for his friends. He just went missing,
Right.
and obviously had a crash. But the car that people saw was his car, the same make, the same colour, and the headlights obviously couldn't have been on a year after the. I mean, if I leave my cars for a couple of weeks, they all go flat. So, with the headlights on, it's. But what is that? Can that, is that stone tape? Because I mean, there's road obviously. And
So when the car was found, the lights were on?
No.
Right.
The lights were off, but people saw the lights on.
People saw the lights on where the car was found.
Attention, kind of.
But it's a year after, and you kind of think, well,
So that would be a replay, though,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
could be. What, the actual crash, but then them actually physically finding the car. So it's like a lead-up, isn't it? It's like almost.
But what is it? It's what I don't understand is that if they can do that, if this was indeed a paranormal account, which for me I think it's so interesting because of the amount of eyewitness accounts for it, and people, they weren't connected. These are people at different times, different, but they all saw the same thing. And when the police first came and left it, then people see the lights. So it's almost like, I am here, find me. But why a year later?
And if you can actually do that, then why don't we see more of it?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many people missing, and sadly, probably dead. Why can't they come back and say, look, find me?
That little boy who's obviously was on the moors and stuff like that, why didn't he come back and...
Absolutely. Why can't that happen? And where's he been for the year?
Yeah.
Did he sort of think he's still going? I mean, this is the other point, is when they die, they seem to, there's this thing of,
The whole
have they carried on
trauma,
their life? Has he gone on holiday thinking that I'm still alive?
It's normal. Well, that's again, it's like the parallels maybe, or maybe there's different planes that they say that it's happened so quickly possibly to him that he doesn't realise, and he's carrying on his life as he knows it. But back here, that's obviously been left behind. But then who's to say, the possibilities are endless, aren't they? I mean, they're discovering new things every day, science-wise.
It's as if there's a crash, though, and this guy gets up and is like, oh, God, I don't know how I survived that. Looks back at his body and thinking,
No, but-
right.
Yeah, but it's still a year, isn't it?
What if there's something that stops him from seeing that? And it's like almost like he's literally, like that film with the guy in the DeLorean, I can say the film, but you know the one, and he literally slips through time.
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
That's the one. I didn't know whether I could say it, but
Of course you can.
All right.
Back to the Future. 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, but who's to say that isn't possible?
But we are going back to the time travel thing. I actually think is. I think we see it on a daily basis. With
Not necessarily a time machine though.
Stars and...
But like there's almost like a crossover. When they say people pass over and everything. But why isn't there a crossover? And maybe there's something stopping him from actually seeing that kind of destruction behind him, and he's carrying on. And what if there's
Unless he didn't want to
tens of
believe
us? It's just a theory.
Actually, that's the point. Denial. I mean, denial is a very strong
Yeah.
thing. You can have so many things happen to you, and deny. When you deny it, it's almost you can convince yourself it hasn't happened.
Well, I've just wandered around for a year and then thought, well, this is boring.
But this is what I mean. Even in denial, where's he been for the year? If he did continue on his holiday, it would mean he'd have to come back off his holiday when the time was up, which means he'd have to go back home.
And I assume he wouldn't have gone with his friends. So
That's
he's
true,
been on his
yeah.
own, and then he's with a load of people that are ignoring him for some reason.
I know what that's like.
Well,
A lot of people do. The only reason you're talking to me is because you're on the telly. You have to.
yeah, we're using your car.
Yeah, we don't like it.